Today's video, let's talk about holiday hacks, how we can actually go away on holiday, make sure we have a bloody good time, enjoy every single minute without the soul crushing food guilt, without feeling like we're missing out, without feeling like we almost have to hit the fuck it button when we come back. And yeah, you know exactly what I mean, don't you? But before I go into that, if you are struggling and you do need help, I do have a free 4-week coaching program, and the link is in the description to this video. So, you know how it goes. You feel like you're finally making really, really good progress with your health, your fitness, your fat loss, whatever you want to call it, and you go on holiday, and then you come back feeling sluggish, bloated, disappointed, almost like you've taken a massive step backwards from where you were before you went away. And depending on what kind of dramatic person you are, you almost feel like you fucked everything up. Now, the number one thing I want you to remember while watching this video is that is not true, and when you come back from holiday. Because if you look at the maths, there are 52 weeks in a year, and most of us go away for 2-3 weeks of those. And we're lucky. We're lucky we have the ability, the funds to be able to go on holiday. And the holiday isn't actually the problem. It's our behaviours. It's our behaviours during the time we're away. It's our behaviours leading up to the holiday. And it's the behaviours that we follow through with when we get back from our holiday. It's the panicking. It's the restriction leading up to the holiday because you want to shift those last couple of kilograms, or you didn't start in January, you start in very much last minute. And then as soon as you get off that plane, you hit that fuck it button. And it's like, I'm going to do and have everything that I want to. I'm going to drink as much as I want to, eat as much as I want to. Because why not? That's what holidays are for, right? But this is one of the behaviours that actually almost takes you back. Yeah, it stops you from... It makes you feel absolutely like shit when you get home. And then you've got the following behaviour that comes after that, and that's when you get home. You land on a Wednesday, so you come home, there's no food in the fridge, you think, fuck it, I've had a week off, I'll start again on Monday, rather than just going straight back to your normal routine on a Thursday. If you think about it, your body is an average of your behaviours most of the time, not some of the time. Now, I've just come back from a short breakaway, not a proper holiday. There won't be very many of those for a long time because I am actually moving abroad, but that's for another video. And something that I make sure that I do every single holiday is get up in the morning and go for a really long walk. Why? Because unlike at home, I'm not under massive restrictions. I'm not rushing to get my daughter to school on time, then rushing to get my workout in before I then hit the emails and start doing my coaching. I've got all the time in the world. That's the luxury of a holiday, isn't it? You've got all the time in the world and you can decide what you do with that time. So I will get up, I will go for a wander. If I'm in a new place, I'll go for a nice walk and explore. If I know where I'm going, I normally have little routes that I like to go, normally by the beach, clear my head. Doesn't matter if I want to be a lazy cow afterwards, after my 1 hour walk, I don't mind if I sit on my ass on a sun lounger all day, or play in the pool all day with my daughter, or sit by the beach. It doesn't matter because I've moved my body. And I will carry on doing that throughout the day. I will sunbathe for a good couple of hours, but no matter what I'm doing on holiday, I always try and get in my 10 to 12,000 steps. That's almost like a non-negotiable, because you're gonna feel so much better by just getting your body moving and not lying down all day doing fuck all. Now, let's talk about all-inclusive breakfast buffets. Not everyone goes on an all-inclusive holiday, and that's fine. But if you're at an all-inclusive holiday, you have so many more temptations because you can eat whatever you want. What I try and do is follow a simple rule. Give my body what it needs first, and then follow through with what I fancy, if I am still hungry. So when I head to the buffet, I do not go for the pastry straight away, even though they're the most tempting thing out there. But what's going to happen is I'm going to feel crap at 11 a.m. and then it's going to take my hunger over the edge and I'm going to be craving even more food. So what I always do is I make sure I prioritise my protein first. Omelette loaded with bacon, ham, loads of veg, and maybe a little side salad with that. Or, you know, it could be bacon and eggs, or a big bowl of Greek yogurt, because they always have loads of Greek yogurt in all of these places, with some fruit. I make sure that I've ticked what my body needs first, because that's gonna, you know, keep my muscles maintained. It's gonna keep me fuller for longer. Then once I've had that, if I'm still hungry, I might go for a little pastry. I might go for a little snack, a little bit of cheese, maybe a little bit of bread and tomatoes, whatever I fancy, but only after I've fueled my body first with the right things. If you're not at all inclusive, it's a lot easier to eat better because you have less temptation. You either go out for breakfast, and breakfast in most places is like, you know, a fried breakfast or egg and avocado on toast, or, you know, some places do cereals, or if you're in a villa, you know, you'll be making your own breakfast, but try and prioritise your protein, because that's what's going to keep you fuller for longer and it's going to stop you from craving loads of shit throughout the day. Next thing we're going to talk about is water, because obviously it's obvious. You need to be drinking water if you're in a hot country. Whether you're feeling sweaty or not, you are going to be losing fluid if you are on holiday. So make sure you're staying hydrated. I try and make sure that I've had at least 2 to 3 litres of water before consuming any alcohol. Yes. Not only are you going to feel hydrated for that, but you're going to feel less hydrated first thing in the morning from the after effects of any booze that you're consuming. Not only that, you've got the post-flight bloat. So I don't know if anyone else gets this, but you know, like how a bag of crisps can puff up like a balloon because of the cabin pressure? Well, this is actually what happens to our body too. And sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. But a massive part of being on holiday and that holiday bloat is actually down to dehydration. If you're not chugging on loads and loads of water, then your digestion is just going to grind to a halt. Suddenly, it's day 4 on holiday and you've probably not even had a shit yet. So you're going to feel bloated and you're going to feel miserable. So keep a bottle of water in your bag at all times. Make sure you're sipping on it throughout the day, and follow my plan. Try and drink 2 to 3 litres of water before you have a drink. Next thing, let's talk about choosing your treats. Don't just say, fuck it, I'm on holiday, and put every single thing in your mouth, even the kids' leftover dinner, or the kids' leftover chips, or the kids' leftover ice cream. Stop, pause, ask yourself, do I actually want this? If the answer is yes, then obviously eat it. But if the answer is, I don't actually want it, I'm just eating it for the sake of it, then save your appetite for something you love. Save it for that ice cream parlour down the road that's, you know, got the mango sorbet, or, you know, the Kit Kat ice cream that you really, really fancy, because you're going to enjoy it more, and then it's going to have less of an after effect when you get back from holiday. The next thing is alcohol, because look, I absolutely love a cocktail. Not a pina colada kind of girl, but I love any kind of cocktail. But most cocktails are so high in calories, you know, 300, 400, even 500 calories a glass. If I sat and drank them all day and night, I am going to feel absolutely shit. I'm going to gain body fat, and I'm going to feel sluggish, and I'm going to feel bloated the next day. Now, a sacrifice would be saying, I can't have a cocktail because I'm on a diet. Ladies, life is too fucking short for that. Who wants to believe that? But a compromise would look like having maybe 2 cocktails in the day, and then moving on to something that's lower calorie, something like a gin and slimline tonic, or a vodka that you can enjoy without consuming loads and loads and loads of calories in the long haul. And the same kind of goes for your dinner. Like, if I want to have a pizza, I'll have a pizza. If I want to have pasta, I'll have pasta. But what I will do is I'll make sure I've got a side of veg or a side of salad along with that, instead of stacking it up with garlic bread and chips. Because you're not missing out, you're just moving your parameters a little bit and making a few slight adjustments so that it doesn't have a massive impact when you come home. Just putting some of these behaviours in place are how you can maintain a body and feel confident all year round without the toxic yo-yo cycle or all for nothing, fuck it cycle. You can press pause for a couple of days, enjoy yourself, and not feel like you've taken a massive step backwards. So go and enjoy your holidays, ladies, with absolute zero guilt or regret. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, give this a thumbs up, and join my little community. Also, don't forget there is a full 3-week free coaching program. The description and the link is in the comments.